Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Lighting Your Sunshine, where we like to shine a light within and empower ourselves. So I already did a reading and Cooper barked. I had to stop the video 4 times and I was like, I'm just gonna start one from the beginning. So I've already pulled the cards, I've already got the insights. And so let's just share it so that will save me a lot of technology later. So the first thing that came out in this reading, it was the Hawthorn card, and it was in reverse. And it was saying that they needed balance. And in it, it says balance and the elemental kingdom. And so what's kind of interesting, they did say 2 things. So when I first looked at it, this fairy popped out, and then they said, spice up your life. And then they started playing the Spice Girls song. And then, at the beginning, it's like, la, 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 la. Well, this one popped out, and then this one popped out, and then this one, like they were like singing. It was, fairies love to have fun, and they love to play. Yeah, and so this came out. And so the first message when they first said it was, someone actually needs to eat a bit more herbs and spices, adding that kind of stuff to your diet. It wasn't so much that you need to eat more vegetarian, it was just adding more spices, something to do with herbs that would help you, because the whole thing that they were talking about was, okay, so this is what came after it. It's the root chakra and the sacral chakra, and it landed in a triangle like this. And so it was like, root is all safety, survival, this is your creativity. And so this one says passion, survival, creativity, and change. I never actually read it in the last reading. So in order for the anger, they kept saying, and we got that from the next card that came out. So they were saying to someone, they were like, eat spices, this will really, really help you with whatever it is that you're working through. And then they also said that you need to spice up your life because some people just weren't having fun anymore. And they were saying it's all about balance, and that's why the unbalance wasn't there. But what got really kind of cool was, it started off with the red, then it went to the orange, and then there was a part in the video where the fairies wanted me to share something in artwork and history. So back in the day, there's so many different elementals, and that's why I remember even one of my friends was like, what do you mean when you keep saying elemental? And I was like, oh, okay, so maybe some people don't know that. So elementals are like, the fairies are known, but like elves, gnomes, dwarves, those kind of, they're the spirits, they're nature spirits that are the elements, that they work with the land. It's like it's a dimensional thing. They're not imaginary, they just vibrate at a different frequency. And so we're really living in the same place, just different frequencies. And that's why the communication of we need to work together, because there is something that's affecting both of our homes. And there he goes again. Oh, my patience is just not there today. Cooper, Coopy-Doo, Cooper. He just gets so obsessive sometimes. What was I just saying? Like, he wrecked so much of that last reading. My focus just never could stay. Anyways, we'll just move on. So the next one that we got was the Akasha. Oh yeah, they wanted to know that they're different, right? They're in the frequency and that they're different. And then they said back in the day in artwork, people would kind of see them because a lot of elementals don't have wings, but they had very angelic like features, like childlike. And so I read somewhere that an author or an artist added insect wings because they didn't want them to get confused with the angels. And it was kind of funny because in the reading, the angels were like, we don't care if you call us fairies or confuse us or whatever. But the elemental realm was like, don't you get us confused, like we're our own people, and you know, we're here living this life with you, and we kind of want to get a little bit of recognition. They're like, those who know, but those who don't know need to know, because we're really working on something serious here. And then the reading kind of turned into an activism kind of message. And so Uriel came out, and what I thought was cool, it went red, orange, and then yellow. And we were talking about connecting different realms, as above, so below, in the last reading. So now we got angels coming in. We got the elemental realm, so that's above and below. Sorry, this card came before that one. You are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. And that was important in the reading because they said, yes, our earth, we do need to clean up. Like there are some people who just physically need to go do the work. And then others, we need people to step into their gifts, their purpose, their power, because they're really good at transmuting things, the energy. So it's not just the pollution problem that we're dealing with. It's people being, how do I say this? Not in control of their emotions, being walking emotional time bombs. And so now we can read this one, they say. Your emotions are healing, which enables you to open up to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. So all of this was working lower chakras, all in the lower body, right? The legs, sometimes you physically have to go out and do that. But it was those who walk around who are just angry, those who will never forgive something, someone who always is in that blame and that it's just a not good feeling energy for yourself or anyone who's around you. So they're showing me these ticking time bombs. And they say empaths know that when they don't feel good, like emotionally, they don't go around people because they know that that's a thing. And they're saying, you aren't the ones we are worried about. It's those who go out into the world angry and destroy everyone wherever they go. This is what we need to work on. People need to work on taming their emotions, but there's also those who it's just been spewed out so much that that's more of the toxic sludge and pollution. It stays in the air, it's there, and we really need to cut through this, transmute this. This is, they're saying like when you clean your home, when you're really, really depressed and things like that, you don't want to clean your home. Like things are stagnant and so are you, kind of, right? And then you kind of get this, you just gotta break through, you know? And, you know, cleaning, once you start cleaning, moving up that energy, moving things around, that's usually when you start to feel like yourself again. And so energy and your environments are so important. The next cards that came out after that is the first one that came out was silver, and it was the moon. And then in the moon fat itself is the triple goddess. And then it was the ocean. When I read that, it said goddess insights. But what I really got was water. The water itself is being polluted, and we really, really need to focus on that. It's been coming up in quite a few messages maybe more messages that I haven't quite done on videos, but it's even been mentioned little bits in videos. But there is a problem with the water, and it is very serious, and it needs to get the attention now. That's why that's a past reading. I can't remember which one it was, but we're not going to go there. Right now, they're really saying, like, yes, there is the water that needs to be cleaned. And so people with Uriel coming out, it says your emotions are healing, which enables you to open up to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. So now it went from root chakra to sacral to solar plexus. And then in it, it said, I will help you release from the heart and mind. It's that bringing above and even more. So there was the balance, right? So we got root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, and mind. And there's that connection, right? So the very, very last card, because I was like, just one more clarifier. And then just as, I guess we didn't really need it, but it just really cemented everything in. But it was water. And on it, it says emotions, initiation, and rejuvenation. The elemental kingdom, we don't know that when we walk around spewing all this negative energy, that it really does affect everyone. It's not just us here, but it is going everywhere. And so they really want to work with us on learning how to control our emotions, how to transmute the emotions. But it wasn't so much like, it obviously is an inside job for you to do first. But there are those out there who are just so unaware of it that's why they said it's time for you to step up into your purpose and your power. This is the energy transmuters. This is whatever it is that you feel called to do. Others will see you, and by doing it, it will change them on a level, which now goes back to initiation, right? Some need to lead by example. Some need to create art so that others can get knowledge, make it in a fun way for others to know. Some literally need to go out there and do energy work. But all of this has to do with clearing up the land and everything that's been spewed out. They showed the pollution. It almost was like a light. It was, now they're showing Moana. In the volcano scene, all the lava, that's what they're showing. But before they showed it in terms of Fern Gully or Avatar, those kind of shows. And those kind of shows make it fun, but there's such a serious message to it. There is this energetic hate energy going out there, and it's angry and it's unforgiving and it's just destructive. And maybe it's obviously destroying the person on the inside, but it's also destroying the environment, right? And they say every time you go into a room after a fight, you feel it. And so there are just so many people being bombarded with others who are not emotionally intelligent yet. And we really need to clear this up, because you should be able to walk wherever you want and not have to worry about someone having a bad day. Trying to imprint and that on you. And they're like, yes, you can always do your shield, your bubble, your protection and all that, but that actually is a lot of work, and you shouldn't have to do all that work. Now is the time to do the work of clearing this up, because once this is cleared up, it's more of the energetic pollution they're showing me, the emotional pollution. Then others can start to awaken and understand themselves better. But a lot of people are trapped because they're in such dense, thick fog areas. And so with that, do you guys want to add anything else? They said no, but go back to the 2 yellow cards. And I didn't know. So Uriel and water. Uriel. Your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. So for those that don't know, Uriel is an archangel, right? You might have heard Archangel Raphael, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel. They're very predominant in a lot of stories, but so is Uriel, right? He's the fourth one. He's kind of they got you in this. So if you're really having troubles with releasing anger or finding forgiveness, if you find that your heart and your mind really aren't peaceful, he's saying he wants to come work with you. And people are like, what does that mean? How do I do that? Well, you just ask him for help. And so do the elementals. Uriel wants to work on you, inside you, helping you. And then the elementals want to go out and co-create and clean up things with you. I think that's a really cool message. One more time, we'll read this one and then we're gonna go. It says, you are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine mission. Oh, and as I did that, I looked down here and it kind of was like the fire, the anger. Like, this is what we're clearing up. That's cool. Okay, guys. Hey, look at that. When I do the reading before and I only show the cards after, my videos are ridiculously quick. So, thanks for helping me out, Koopa. He barked so much in every single one, and I really was losing my patience. He just wasn't, yeah. Anyways, we got through it. Everything's working out. And that was me learning to control my emotions. Look, I'm pretty calm and cool now. Thanks, Uriel. All right. Bye, guys.